Hey guys, what's going on? You're here with Bo. Welcome to another video. This is the first fundamental analysis with a SWOT review I have done in a long time. This should be a really good one. So stick around and let's get into it. So in this video, we are going to take a detailed look at Monero. So first off, let's provide a little bit of context and look into the history of this cryptocurrency. So Monero was actually launched back in mid-2014. So this token is nearly 4 years old. Now the token was created with no pre-mine or no insta-mine, meaning that no tokens were distributed to founders or developers. Rather, it actually followed a programmed emission release over time after it was first created. Now some changes occurred really early on, and the core group of developers actually left the original project, forked the coin, and that fork of the original chain is now what is known as Monero. Now Monero is a cryptocurrency. That is its classification, that is its intention, is to be used as a currency. However, Monero is actually focused on anonymity and privacy. Monero is completely untraceable and fungible. Now fungible basically means that none of the individual tokens can be blacklisted or marked in any way, which means that all of the tokens, the quantity of the total supply, are actually equivalent in value to one another. All this means is that two tokens held on two different wallets are worth the same amount. Now the privacy and anonymity of Monero is really its key value proposition, and it's something the core development team take very seriously. Privacy is enforced using something called ring signatures and ring transactions. Another feature is called stealth addresses, where only one address is used per transaction. So those addresses are changing all the time, making it very, very difficult or near impossible for the token to be traced when it's moving between wallets. Now, even though Monero has built-in privacy and anonymity, it also has an option called a view key. A view key means that the holder of a token can grant someone access by giving them that key to actually view transactions through their wallet. This may be used by a charity or an organization or a person who just wants to show someone either the quantity of the tokens in their wallet or to show some transactions coming out of their wallet for whatever reason. So that's the fundamentals and the background of Monero. Let's get into the SWOT analysis by starting off with the strengths. Now the first strength is Monero has been on the markets and actively developed since 2014, so it has a long track record and a long operational history. The second strength is Monero is open source. The code is open source, and it's actually currently ranked number 32 on Crypto Miso in terms of active development contributors. There's been over 1,000 commits to the code with over 100 active contributors over the life of the source code. Monero uses the CryptoNote proof of work algorithm, which is based on sound academic research into cryptography. It has its own wiki called MoneroBase. There is plenty of information on the website for those wishing to dive deeper and to learn more about the technical side and the fundamentals. There are multiple easy to use and simple block explorers. The token emission is fixed at 0.3 XMR, so with a rise in demand, you should see token appreciation. Monero uses an ASIC resistant proof of work algorithm. The cryptocurrency can be mined using P2 pools like Bitcoin and Ethereum and other crypto tokens. The team behind Monero have unbelievable communication with investors, with the community and developers. There are detailed logs of the Monero team development meetings going back as far as early 2016, and there's really good clear communication for their network upgrades posted on Reddit. There are desktop wallets for Windows, Mac, and Linux. There are also Android mobile wallets, and Ledger are actually working on integrating Monero into the hardware devices as we speak. The cryptocurrency can be used with a number of payment gateways, such as WooCommerce and Living Room of Satoshi, with over 100 merchants across the world accepting Monero as a form of payment. There are currently over 30 active developers working on the Monero source code. The lead developer, Riccardo Spagni, or also known as Fluffy Pony, isn't afraid to show himself in public and to go on various TV shows and to put himself out there. There is a huge community of 268,000 followers on Twitter and around 126,000 followers on Reddit. There is a dynamic block size limit depending on demand, which actually allows for scalability depending on traffic on the network at any given time. There are further privacy upgrades coming to Monero, such as the integration of something called Kovri. Now, Kovri is a decentralized network traffic tool that actually allows users to hide their geolocation and their IP address. Monero also has something called the Monero Research Lab for ongoing research and development for improving the code and scalability. Okay, so that's the strengths out of the way. Let's now move on to the weaknesses. Now, the cryptocurrency itself is actually fairly illiquid in the open markets because it's only listed on 78 markets, Whereas if you compare Bitcoin, Bitcoin is listed on 400 or more markets, or even Dash, which is listed on around 150 markets. The cryptocurrency is also prone to forks, as miners reject upgrades to the source code, and then you end up having multiple cryptocurrencies. And a good example of that is recently up to 4 different Monero forks have occurred in around about the same time. So that's the weaknesses done. Let's move on to the opportunities. Now, Monero is currently ranked number 11 in terms of total market capital. So it's right up there with some of the biggest cryptocurrencies on the market, and it has the opportunity to remain at that high position or to even climb even further over time as the cryptocurrency becomes more valued. It also has the opportunity to get listed on more cryptocurrency exchanges and thus to improve its liquidity over time. Monero also has the opportunity to potentially get listed on major regulated exchanges such as GDAX or Gemini. So that's the opportunities for Monero. Now, what about the threats? Well, I think one of the major threats facing Monero is potentially being delisted off exchanges as more exchanges become regulated due to global pressure from various governments that want to take more control of the cryptocurrency market. They also have the threat of losing market share to other cryptocurrencies that have privacy as a focus. A couple of examples would be Dash and Zcash. So that's a SWOT review done for Monero. Now, my personal thoughts in finishing after doing this research is Monero is a battle-hardened cryptocurrency that has been out there, it's been operational, and it's been traded on markets for 4 years now. In the day and age where dozens and dozens of cryptocurrencies are being created every single week, Monero is one of the standouts that has been around for a long time and has had its source code worked on by a lot of smart people for a lot of time. That in itself is a real value-adding proposition, because you know this cryptocurrency has been operational and effective, utilized and used, and hasn't had any major issues during the past few years. And you've also got plenty of data out there to go and analyze and look at the fundamentals, rather than something new that's popped up that doesn't have a lot of background information. With such a massive community behind this cryptocurrency, all the developers, the fact that it's been around for so long, I think makes a strong case for this cryptocurrency being around for a long time yet. So that's it for the SWOT review, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, likes are always really appreciated. If you haven't come on board, consider subscribing if you want to see future content. Just want to say thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my content, and I hope it provided value. My name's Bo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.